G'day legends and welcome back to No Might No Fate. Today we have a list preview for the upcoming All Systems Go tournament held by Throw the Dice in Geelong. It's a single day 800 point event. The scenarios are To the Death, Fog of War and Throw the Dice Beacons. You can find the Throw the Dice Beacons reference sheet at the end of the video. Massive shout out to Albert from the Two Tails podcast for actually making the reference sheet. I'm pretty sure he actually went out of his way to do this in his spare time. Otherwise, let us know how wrong we are with our assessments of these lists. And of course, let us know what you guys think. First list for ASG.
Dunland, Legendary Legion, I can see at the top. Riding on a horse with 3 Dunland horsemen and 3 Crabane in first warband. Warband 2 is Wildman Oathmaker with 12 Wildmen with hand weapons. Warband 3 is Frida Toolspear, 4 Dunland Housecarls with 5 warriors with shield. Warband 4 has Dunland Chieftain with shield, 5 Housecarls, 4 warriors with shield, and 1 warrior with shield and banner. And the last warband, Warband 5, is Gearolf Ironskin.
Gorolf.
4 warriors with bow, 4 wildmen with hand weapons, and 1 warrior with banner and shield. I don't know much about Dunland. All I know is I can read their names.
He's got a lot of fearless because I think they become fearless around the Oathmaker.
The Oathmaker's great. I really like him.
He's got a lot of guys. This is a lot of models. 54 models. I know that beats how many models I have. Otherwise, yeah, very, very, very nice. Lots of models. Couple cav. Thryden obviously is a bit of a beat stick. He's got the Dunlanding Warcry in this Legendary Legion, so that's pretty spicy. And then he's got 3 Cravain, so especially in the Fog of War and Richard's custom scenario, which is the banners, the beacon scenario, they're going to be really handy for capturing the furthest back objective. So
they're the best.
If you aren't paying attention, he's going to score big in that second game. Obviously, Frida and Gorolf are the Forge World models, and they're good. They're good at what they do.
I love Frida.
Next up, we have Ned. I'll do Ned.
Oh God.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Ned's running.
Okay.
Ned's running the fiefdoms. So his leader is obviously Emery Hill, Armored Horse Lance. Cool, 160 points. He's got 7 knights on foot, 6 pikemen, 4 axemen of Lost Ark, 1 knight mounted. Then he's got 4 Long the Fat on horse, 4 knights mounted again. Angbor the Fearless, 6 knights on foot, 4 pikemen, and then he's got Dune here with 12 Blackroot Vale archers for a grand total of 48 models, 800 on the nose. Thoughts, boys?
Forlong is going to break that horse. Yeah, he's going to break the horse in half. I can't sit on the horse.
Stands out to me is that I'm very strongly regretting my model count, seeing the 2 lists already.
Yep.
And I'm noticing a distinct lack of mounted troops in a list with Emery Hill.
Yeah, there's a lot of infantry so far. Emery Hill's reliable as ever. Map wide banner.
Yeah,
he's got the lance on the strength 4. 4 Longs there. Angbor. He's got all the boys. He's got the lads.
He's got all the boys.
Solid list. I think it's probably a standard list. Probably a little light on knights, but I don't know. I don't really play fiefdoms, so we're gonna need second or third opinion on that. But
you have the heroes. The heroes share. It's like their army bonuses. They share all their. So like Angbor's fearless. That means like everyone else. All the other heroes are fearless.
Forlong provides rerolls of 1, if I am correct.
Yeah, probably.
And he's got a horn, doesn't he?
And then he's got the Warhorn with him, so he provides +1. Yeah, so it's a standard fiefdoms list.
Yeah.
Lots of pikes, lots of knights. So very nice. Next is bippity boppity boo. We have Jesse.
We got 32 models. Theoden with 3 with throwing spear, 3 with that. We got Aragorn Strider with a banner and then an additional 8 warriors with throwing spears. Legolas with a Rohan Archer and 8 Gladron warriors with elf bow. That's the special archer. And then Gimli with 2 warriors of Rohan with shield and 2 Gladron warriors with spear and shield.
Now, I know you purposefully tried to remove it from your head, but Aragon does have the
Oh,
kid.
I
The
did
kid.
look over.
I don't blame you.
So my
He's
offer
trying to
still
remove
stands. I don't know if anyone killed him in the last tournament. Anyone who kills Haleth, will just let me know and I'll think of something to make it worth your while. I have a very strong hatred for the boy.
Just kill the kid.
I killed him the other night with the Witch King. I think did I Morgul blade him? I don't remember. I should have.
No, you just ran over him.
Yeah, I just trampled him. It was
Yeah.
It was very
So
good.
Defenders of Helm's Deep Legendary Legion, lots of throwing spears. He's gone for the 3 hunters instead of Haldir or like a Gambling or a Captain. He has Eldor there and Haleth. I love using those two. Eldor's probably not worth his points, but he's a lot of fun. He's got some Galadrim there to get the fight 5. Do they have spears? Only two of them. You know, it is what it is. He's got some elves there. I'd think it'd be nicer to have a couple more with spear, but he's got the shooting there, eight bows with the elven bows under Legolas. So yeah, and we don't have to worry about in the tournament pack. We don't have to worry about having to split up what models because we know the scenarios. None of them are Maelstrom. We don't have to worry about evenly spreading our warbands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's fine. I haven't ran the 3 hunters in this list. I prefer to run Haldir because Haldir has a bit of synergy with Aragorn or Theoden. But in saying that, Legolas and Gimli have their own synergy, so...
I like that shooting warband. It's got 4 might. It has a free shot, and then it has 3 to 1 shot, and then it's got 8 more shots. There's a lot of shooting shenanigans going on at once.
Yeah, and then he's got the throwing spears from all the warriors of Rohan, so very nice.
Royal Guard with spears as well.
Yes. Cool. Next list is we have Alex. So Alex. Cool.
Alright, so Alex, he's bringing Umbar and Serpent Horde. So for his Umbar attachment, he's doing Dalamir with 2 Corsair Arbalesters and 2 Black Numenorians. That's it from Umbar. Serpent Horde, he's bringing Betrayer and Fell Beast, 5 Haradrim Warriors with bow, 3 Haradrim Warriors with spear, 3 Haradrim Warriors with spear and bow, 1 Merchant Guard, 1 Haradrim Raider with bow and war spear, 1 Haradrim Raider with bow and banner, and 1 Serpent Rider. And the next warband for Serpent Horde, he is bringing a Haradrim King with horse and war spear, with 7 Haradrim Warrior with bow, 5 Haradrim Warrior with spear, 1 Merchant Guard, 1 Haradrim Warrior with bow, 1 Serpent Rider. And then he's bringing a Harashin with 4 Haradrim Warriors with spear, 3 Watchers of Khan with twin blade, 1 Merchant Guard, and 1 Serpent Raider.
Cool. Well, you actually play with the Serpent Horde Mop, so what do you think of it? And then Mop just walks off.
What?
I don't know.
What did you say? Sorry.
What do you think, Mop? You played the Serpent
Yeah,
Horde. What do you
so
think?
I don't know about Umbar, but Serpent Horde Betrayer is just very handy because he brings poison to most of them around him. Yeah, that's the Betrayer.
He buffs
So
poison.
so all poison turns into re-rolling all wounds instead of re-rolling once, and he doesn't bring 1 Merchant Guard per warband, which is, I mean, yeah. No, I love Merchant Guard. Yeah, it's I think it's more of a
It's a Felbeast too.
A
he's
spam
on
shooty
the
list.
list. Yeah, it's more of a spam list because it's got a lot of Haradrim Warriors.
And this is also a revision of his minimized list. So, if I'm correct, he took Dalamir and Haradrim King to minimize. And if anyone was there, Alex actually took the day. He came first. So, big things from this list. Don't let us down, Alex. Right. This is the next list. So this is from Thomas Bowman. So he's running the Rise of the Necromancer Legendary Legion, 775 points. So he's handicapping himself a little bit there. So he's got the Necromancer, he's got the Witch King, he's got Kamul the Eastling, the Forsaken, the Slayer of Men. He's got 2 of them. He's got the Dark Headsman and the Lingering Shadow. So 7 Ring Wraiths and the Necromancer. So
I don't know much about the individual rules, but I know that it's annoying for when they die and then they don't die.
Sauron gets to cast 2 magic spells a turn.
That's right.
He gets a free will to do so. Everyone in the list gets magic immunity, and then obviously he has 2 attacks in this list instead of 1. That was his big downside, was the fact he only had 1. So he's running the Legendary Legion, and yeah, he's got a bunch of Nazgul.
I'm curious to see how this plays at 800 because it's so few models, and you can only get so many models onto each of them. So a good like 80% of your army isn't going to be doing anything every turn against this list unless you're playing with a ton of pikes.
And
Well, you got a lot of bodyguard.
Yeah,
the Necromancer can sneak people around as well through terrain because he does have he is Shroud of Shadows, so he can just be like, "Oh, you're cornering me? Nope, I'm just gonna walk out of here," which is nice because so you can't really surround him and then he gets priority because he can just walk away.
Yeah, otherwise they all resurrect. Thankfully, they don't actually. I think it's only the Witch King who has 3 might in this list outside of the Necromancer. So, all right, PJ.
Last March at the Empt, Treebeard with the Hobbits and 6 generic Ents. That is
Cool.
very simple.
It is very simple.
I'm surprised to not see the characters. I wonder if that's a model restriction or if it is a tactical choice. I'm not sure what the are the named Ents considered to be significantly better than the generics.
Yeah, but
It's situational. Quick Beam is obviously quicker, but he's less defensive, and I think he doesn't have Strike. And then Beachbone, I think, gets Hatred Orc or something. But it's situational. They're situational abilities, so you can get 6 Ents as opposed to Treebeard and a named Ent plus 4 Ents, because they're probably more than 100 points.
yeah, I think it's like 100. Actually, how much is Treebeard?
You'd have to take out 2 Ents to put 1 character in. I reckon.
So
yeah,
Beachbone and Quick Beam are 300 points together. So good list.
It is actually.
it is.
There's enough Ents there at 800 points.
I wonder how these are going to pair up against the Horde armies that we've been seeing, the 50 model armies.
Well, they can
They can
because they're
kill
Ents,
like
they
5
can,
each. Yeah,
exactly. They can just pick an orc up and just whack the rest with it.
The problem I see is the Ents only fight 7. He's got 6 of them. That's great, but if you're fighting a hero that can strike and they get trapped, you're gonna lose a lot of Ents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
all
moment
it
you
takes
lose
is one hero.
a fight. Yeah. All it takes is you losing a fight. Troops will cut down an Ent in 1 turn.
Oh, yeah.
If there's enough of them.
Yeah.
It's because they don't have a banner built in to the army at all. So
yeah, and that's the problem.
you just can't. Unfortunately, I feel like Ents are one of the more luck based armies. You just cannot lose fights. The moment you lose a fight,
If you don't
there's a
roll
good
those
chance
checks,
it's
you're
gone.
just mostly done.
It's similar to Mortal Trolls. It's just the base size is just I cannot overstate. Oh, and the crowd control. The moment this is on a like a dense city map, they're going to be in a bit of trouble.
I've got a feeling 7 Ents is going to be enough for the first couple turns. You're going to have enough to spread out, and a lot of if you do hurls properly. So, and I know PJ. I've played against PJ, so I know he knows what he's doing. He can get enough hurls off, and then hopefully just thin out the crowd before the Ents start going down. But once they start going down, there's some big gaps in his lines.
And he's gonna have to commit a whole Ent to the objective in Fog of War, the train piece.
Yep. But he's going to score tons of points. I don't know if he's going to score enough. How many points is it per? It's 3 for wounds in rigid scenario. So it's 3 points per model.
Oh,
18. Yeah. So he's going to have to clear out the hordes in order to score those zones. That's the problem. No, it's not base size anymore. It's wounds to get around spiders. So that's probably a disclaimer. If you've read the players pack, it's been changed. In the event it hasn't already been changed, is that the scoring zone is now based upon wounds of model as opposed to base size, because people could spam the giant Mirkwood spiders and you'd have so many points.
Don't they have 2 wounds?
Yeah, so now they've been nerfed. Next list.
Yeah. So this is
Tim.
this is the Legendary Legion?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the Moria Legendary Legion, the most recent one. So it has MESBG with 1 orc with banner and shield, 5 more orcs with shields, 2 warg riders with throwing spear, and a bat swarm. The second warband has Drew's Hag, Beast Caller, 5 Moria goblins with shields, 5 Moria goblin with spears, and 5 Moria goblin prowlers. Third warband has Ashrak, my boy, with 5 Moria goblin warriors with orc bows, 7 Venomback spiders, and a bat swarm. Warband 4 has the Wild Warg Chieftain. Oh, sick. With 9 Wild Wargs and a Bat Swarm. There's a lot of Bat Swarms.
Yep.
That's 3 Bat Swarms.
This
Oh my
is
God.
assuming I'm not being a dum dum. Like, this is the Tim that the last time we faced Demo, he was running a whole WAG list.
Yeah, so this is Tim. He runs
And he likes his
Silmarilli.
beasties.
Or at least he doesn't. He ran it with Josh Coleman this past year. Is probably what I should say.
So last time we saw him, he threw a bunch of beasties at you, and you died. You just kind of
I didn't
ceased
die
to
quick
exist.
enough.
You won us the
was
game,
problem. Yeah.
but you copped a Give this man some beasties, and
yeah.
you're in a bit of trouble.
No, Tim's a good player. He's got a lot of models here. 51 models, 7 might, so it's a little
51,
bit low, but
It's not.
the hitting power is insane.
Yeah, he's got 51 models with 3 Bat Swarms and a bunch of spiders, and that's insane.
It's because the heroes aren't. I'm not too intimidated by the heroes.
Yeah, well, that's
the
the
troops
thing
that
is,
I don't want to deal with.
the only hero that's scary here is a Wild Warg Chieftain, because
Musgo's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't doubt he's good.
Not in a combat sense, but he's got some decent
exactly.
spells.
he's good.
And
he's
he gets
the-
nighttime, so the shooting's going to be good.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh damn it! I wish I took my my throwing axes.
And then yeah, his casters are going to get a huge benefit from this. So
That's only for his Goblin Warriors, though. Really, when you think about it, people with great Cave Dweller.
oh
get
yeah, the
the,
shooting,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
no,
nice.
I like it. Good, very nice. Here we go. So Matt DG, I played with him again on Minimize. So he's running the Riders of Theoden Legendary Legion. He was running it then. It was a smaller version of this list though, obviously 300 points. So he's got Theoden with heavy armor, shield, armored horse. That is a requirement of the army. You have to take him like that. He's got 6 Royal Guard on horse with throwing spears. He's got Aemir fully kitted with 2 riders of Rohan, 2 riders with throwing spear, and 2 Royal Guard with throwing spear. He's got Daywine on horse, 2 riders with throwing spear, 2 Royal Guard with throwing spear, and obviously horse. And he's got Gambling with the Royal Standard of Rohan and 4 riders of Rohan for 799 points. It's it's just kind of like the standard Riders of Theoden Legendary Legion. You've got a couple heroes. I'm glad that he's taken troops. I hate seeing this list just heroes. It works, but it's dumb and it's annoying. I think it's fine. He's got enough
I really like this actually.
Royal Guard in there for the bodyguard, and obviously the fight 5, strength 4 on the charge. Tons of throwing spears. He's only got Gambling for the banner, which is fine because he's defense 6 or 7 with heroic defense 3 might.
It's so few models you can get away with the one.
He does work a bit better with Dernhelm because the 1 might on Mary can keep regenerating, but otherwise, it's a fine list. We're not really here to review the list. It's just to preview the lists.
Is Gambling's banner 3 inches or 6 inches?
It is a 3-inch banner, which is a bit
But
rough.
does give might, so.
But it gives might, but you have to be empty, and it's only 1 person within 3. So his heroes are going to have to stick together. Aemir is a beat stick. Daywine's great with the free heroic combats. If him and Aemir stay together the whole time, they're going to be doing a lot of damage. Theoden, obviously, as a leader, is kind of squishy, but that's just what you play with. He's 2 wounds, 1 fate. It's a good list. Everyone's mobile. We have Anthony here.
I'm not familiar with the units, but I should better get around to it. Is it Dalamir, Fleet Master of Umbar with 10 warriors? That being a bunch of Corsairs of Umbar with a mix of shields and spears. Then Haradrim Taskmaster with 12 warriors. That being 6 Merchant Guard. Love to see them. Is that... No, I can't read this. 4 Haradrim warriors and 2 Serpent Riders. I am. Well, okay. And then we have a War Mimek, which has 12 warriors, and are all of those warriors the ones that come with him?
I think you actually purchased them to go on him.
It's a 390-point Mimek. It's got 12 warriors with the bows on top. It's got the Haradrim Commander, and I'm not sure. Do you buy all of these? Foul Temperament, Gnarled Hide, Repelling Lines, and Rocks.
Rocks.
And
Sigils of Defiance.
And Tusk Weapons.
Yeah.
So pretty beefy big boy.
Wait, what? Is there a second list in here as well?
Is there a third army?
And then we have another one. Okay. Jess.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
not.
just
It's not
quickly.
the people's fault. It's Battlescribe. It doesn't always. I can tell. Yeah, it's Battlescribe.
Yeah, it's a
not always
Battlescribe.
great. Radagast Alliance, with 6 warriors and 800 points. I wonder who the warriors are. It is Radagast with Sebastian. Hell yeah. None of the other raids matter, but he's got all of them by the looks of it. He's got the sleigh. And then he's got 6 eagles.
Yep.
Are they any?
They're
Can
not
you
different.
change the eagles?
No,
No.
You
No.
cannot change the eagles.
they're just
So no big boy, but it's probably because the points. It's similar to Ents where you don't have a lot of freedom with the points.
Hmm.
So if they would have fit in, what's his name, the king of the
White
eagles,
here.
you'd probably have to take out. Yeah, you'd have to take out a whole eagle, or you'd have to take Radagast off the sled, but then he'd be left behind. So no, I think this is a good way to do it. Very similar to the Ent list where it's the main hero with a bunch of generic monsters. But eagles are pretty bloody scary, so
yeah.
no
Oh.
complaints.
Last time I
of
versed
birds.
the eagle. Well, that list, it's just so scary because heckin' Radagast can just Wrath of Nature, and the eagles just tear everyone in
Just
that up.
pick you off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's got the
it-
sleigh, so he can do the bulk drift.
Yeah, he can.
Oh,
And the sleigh's
bulk drift
bigger
into
than.
combat or bulk drift into impact attacks.
While I don't know if he might have impact. I doubt it.
doubt
I've
it.
never played with
Yeah.
Radagast. But, he's got the Staff of Power, so he's doing magic all the time. Lots of birds.
He does.
The War Mimek of Harad is going to be interesting. It's not the
Hmm.
Legion, so we don't have to worry about him cancelling your heroics. Mimeks are always fun.
Mhm.
What? Who's the Taskmaster here for? Is he gonna follow
Heroic
around
moves. Yeah.
the
He's just-
Dalamir?
It's either that, or he's going to or he's going to call moves for the Mimek.
True. That's actually
Um,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have to be within 6 inches of the base of the Mimek or within the guy on
base.
top?
I think it's the base.
It's not the hero on top.
I hope it's the hero, but I think it's probably going to be the base.
You hope it's the hero so he can't do it as easily. That's so that doesn't prevent you from doing the impact. You can just march and then go 9 inches.
Yeah, he
and kill
can
everyone.
move. He can move, and then he'll do the trample.
That's
Yeah.
so risky. You got to roll those 4+. But
Yep.
you only need to roll one. If you go 50-50, that's 3
Oh,
marches.
a good Mimek trample is going to kill half an army.
Yeah.
Especially with
the
tusk
foul
weapons.
temperament and the tusk weapons. I think the
Yeah, he's
foul
beefed up.
temperament's actually defense, but the tusk weapons, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it's a
Sigils
390
of
point roll.
Defiance. I don't have it up with me.
That's
but
resist
I think
magic,
that's
I'm
the
pretty
magic
sure.
resistance. Yeah. So no, I'm surprised it's the first Mimek that we've seen. And I'm surprised we haven't seen any bears yet, but I might have jinxed us.
Alright, so we have Emery Hill. So it's a fiefdoms. It was Nick White. Nick.
The
my
other
boy,
white brother?
I don't know. Yep. So we have Emery Hill with 12 men at arms and 5 clansmen. Following the Fallon horse just by himself. Duin here with 8 Blackroot Vale archers with spear. Hurin on horse with 8 guard of the Fountain Court with shield. With 3 Knights of Minister with shields and an Avenger bolt thrower. So it's actually a alliance between the Gondor, or Minas Tirith, and fiefdoms.
Does Imra Hill buff the Guard of the Fountain Court anyway?
No,
No,
he
I
only
don't think
buffs.
so.
He only gives the +1 fight to his own troops.
And does Forlong buff the courage of the Guard of the Fountain Court?
Yes, so courage buffs are army wide. The 12-inch Emery Hill banner is great for Huron. We know Huron's very good.
Mm-hmm.
His problem is that he needs a banner near him, but this alleviates that problem. He's got an Avenger Vault Thrower, so with reload, so he's killing some guys.
Oh, no, God. Everything I learned about Imra Hill makes me hate him more. I've only played him once, to be fair.
Is Emery Hill on horse? It doesn't. No, he's not on horse. Emery Hill's not on horse, so he doesn't have his lance or his armored horse. It
So
doesn't
Emery
look like-
Hill's naked.
He's got
Naked.
36 guys.
Next up, we've got a dwarf list. Very happy to see some dwarves. I believe this is by, sorry in advance, a Tiering. It's Kingdoms of Khazad-dûm with Durin, with 9 Khazad Guard who are Hearthguard upgraded, 2 Vault Warden teams, and then a King's Champion with 7 Dwarf Warriors, 4 with Shield, 3 with Bow, and then a Shield Bearer with 6 Iron Guard. And it seems like there's not a lot of models in this list. That's because there are 2 Dwarf Ballista.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's fine that the model count is fairly low. Durin is he's Durin's got 3 attacks, doesn't he? Or does he only have 2?
Yeah, Durin should have 3
Because I know
attacks.
Barlin's only got 2. I think Durin's a lot better. Hearthguard are very scary, aren't they? Are they Master
Durin's
Forge
got 3
two-handers?
attacks.
I think they're just the 2-handed burly boys.
The King's
Ability.
Champions.
Yeah. The King's
Council
Champion is a
Hearthguard.
fantastic model.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous, and he means you don't need to take any banners, which he hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarf Warriors, I'm assuming they're D7, so nothing to scoff at. I'm not too familiar with Iron Guard, that aren't the Iron Hills Iron Guard. But I believe, it's just really high defense list with 2 Ballista and some really elite troops and heroes.
Yeah, the Iron Guard are the throwing axe boys for
Yeah.
the dwarves, and he's got Vault Warden teams and 2
Yeah,
Ballista.
yeah. I don't see anything wrong with this. Very scary, actually. That might be one that I outnumber. I'll get my faction.
3
bonus.
heroes. Yeah, that's fine. Shield bearers, I think, get free heroic combats.
That sounds about right.
Again, within range of Durin, so that's going to be handy. So yeah, free heroic combats for the King's Champion, I suppose. He's got 2 free banners in the list with King's Champ. Burly 2-handers with the Hearthguard. Vault Wardens to tie up big things, big
Yeah,
monsters.
a lot of defense and a lot of damage output. Not
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
get-
might though. Now that I think about it,
Well,
that's probably only is that like 3 plus 2 plus 2 might at most.
So he's
so
only
6
got
might.
6 might
Yeah, there you go. There's the
plus the
downside, I
ballistas.
suppose.
Cool. So there is one list that I know for sure we are missing, and that would be Geordi. But Geordi's list is not here, so we're just going to have to continue without it. Otherwise, there's only 3 more to go, which is kind of coincidental because
It's a good number.
we're all going,
Yeah.
Oh.
aren't we? I don't know. Are you?
Is this the first one we've all been to?
Uh,
No, that's
Wizards-
not
Wizards
true
Curse.
at all.
That's not true at all.
That's what a reading zone.
I mean, I could just read my own. 8. So Bog has the Beornings.
Finally.
Finally. No, he has Mordor. He has a Witch King of Angmar with 3 extra fate, 3 extra might, 3 extra will.
will.
The
5
extra
will.
Morenin Orc banner. Orc warrior with shield, 3 of them. 3 warrior with shield and spear. Then he has Gothmog with another Morenin Orc banner with 3 shield, 3 shield and spear. Then he has a Mordor Troll Chieftain with 3 shield, 3 shield spear. Shagrat with 3 Orc trackers and another 3 shield, 3 spears. Shield spear. Okay, it's a lot of 3s.
Yeah. So the way that I wanted you to say that was, it's the Witch King, Gothmog, Random Troll Chieftain, and Shagrat. Each of them have 6 orcs with 50-50 shield and spear and shield. And then Gothmog and the Witch King have a random banner each, and then Shagrat has 3 trackers to dismount people so he can slam into them with his own impressive girth.
Very impressive.
This is the I've been joking about the whole time that I'm at a very low model count. I'm not going to get my army bonus probably in any game. Which I'm kind of concerned about. This is my patented mid-Mordor madness list that people have only seen once, and they saw it. Whoops. Oh, damn it. You have to speak. So the idea of this list is the way Geordi explained it to me is it's a micro warband list. The whole idea is I got sick of being Fight 3, but I love Mordor and I love Orcs, even though Fight 3 is kind of what makes them Orcs. So my idea is that the Orcs are only here to shield and get in the way. They're not here to do any damage. The heroes are here to do the damage. Therefore, my army is technically Fight 5. Haha, that's my logic behind this list. Usually, I would take a lot of medium heroes in a smaller points game, but I've gone balls to the wall. I've taken the Witch King and Gothmog at the same time, something I've never done, because those are my 2 leaders that I pick from. Witch King's pretty beefed up with 5 extra will and the Morgul Blade. Mordor Troll Chieftain, because it was fun. He's probably not the best choice tactically for this list, because he really does get in the way of the other heroes, but he's there for fun, honestly. And then Shagrat's here because he has to be here. Because this list depends on the heroes. I need a lot of might. So I've got 3, 3, 3, 2 might. I've also got Master of Battle and Blood and Glory and the Witch King to further to transfix to prevent you from striking. So all that matters is the heroes. If you kill my heroes, I've lost. So please don't kill my heroes.
2 things that I notice is obviously the Witch King's not on a Val Beast, which is fine. Is it if you aren't comfortable with flying him around, you get him into situations where he can just die?
I'm very
And that was
bad with
these
the Fell
ones.
Beast, as
Um,
you all know. And last time I played two monsters at once, was I was the first time I lost on No Might No Fate to Mop, so I've never done it again.
and the other thing I've noticed is Shagrat. Is he meant to have his shield, or did you not give him his shield specifically because you needed numbers?
No, it's there on the list. Captain of oh. Let me check my app
Oh,
real
no.
quick. Fuck. He doesn't have the shield or his heavy armor.
Oh, who?
Oh, he's got normal armor.
Wait, Shagrat?
Yeah, and the problem is that I was 15 points under. That's why the 3 trackers are there. So I can literally just take those trackers out
Oh,
and give
wait, so, he
Shagrat the
doesn't have
shield.
the shield of... Oh, uh-oh.
I'm gonna message Richard right now. Oh, or should I just stick with it? Is that my
Nah,
fault?
stick with it. Yeah, stick with it.
Oh, I'm gonna lose now.
See,
No,
That's
it's
like-
not. That's not too much
That's a
out of it.
huge cripple to Shagrat.
Yeah.
That's like his whole identity gone, Mob.
the next list is he's a regular. He's playing the Defenders of Erebor, Legendary Legion. So we have
Mhm.
Mop's first warband under King Brand of Dale. I don't think you can actually buy anything for him, so he's got everything he has. He's got 3 Knights of Dale with Spear and Shield. I'm assuming that is also just their regular kit.
Mhm.
5 warriors with Esgaroth Bow, 4 with Spear and Shield, and 3 with Shield. So there he's Warrior of Dale. And then he's got Bard the second, again with 2 warriors with Esgaroth Bow, 3 warriors with Spear and Shield, and then 3 warriors with Shield. And for his last and final warband, he has Day 9-foot King Under the Mountain, and he has a Iron Hills Dwarf with Banner, Spear and Shield. And then he's got 13 Dwarves with Spear, Shield, and then 3 Goat Riders with, I'm guessing it's, do they get the War Spear for free? They probably do.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
First impressions, lots of models, probably, and this is something that I noticed before, because obviously this is done in Battlescribe, so it hasn't been updated yet to account for the Legendary Legion. Normally when you build Legendary Legions, at least under in how I understand it, is the lists become 1, so the bow limit is shared across the whole list, not the 2 separate armies. So you could have squeezed out a couple more bows, but, you know, that's fine. I think it's fine. You got 4 banners in this list.
I've been trying to practice this list, but I've only played it once. So we'll find out if I like it or not. I find it's going to be pretty fun. Got a pretty... I like the thought of Iron Hills with a bit of Dale. Even though that's what it was before. Yeah, I just find it's going to be fun.
I think
And
it's really good.
especially with
scary.
every hero being a banner, that's very useful.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And everyone within 1 inch of each other has reroll 1s to wound. Very
It's
handy.
got so many rules.
Yeah, it's a very nice list.
I will have Day 9-foot mostly painted before the event for you.
Yes, that's a little bit
You
of
will be
information.
green,
Is
so-
the Iron Hills detachment is from the Weather Pig.
We have the Daddy Daycare list. We've had a
That's
sneak
pretty.
peek of the Gondor only Daycare glimpse on No Might No Fate. Here is the Gondor Rohan Daddy Daycare list. That being Denethor with Boromir, and then Theoden with Theodred, because Theodred is like your favorite character, and he's very scary. Denethor has 4 Fountain Court Guard with shields, 4 Rangers of Gondor with spears, and 2 Minas Tirith warriors with spear and shield. Boromir has 2 Citadel Guard, 5 Warriors of Minas Tirith with spear and with shield and spear, but one of them doesn't have a shield, and 2 Rangers of Gondor with spear. Theoden with 1 Royal Guard with throwing spear, and then 7 Warriors of Rohan with throwing spear, and Theodred with a Rider of Rohan banner, and then 7 additional Warriors of Rohan with throwing spear.
They should have a shield. But anyway.
You've only got 1 Royal Guard.
Yes, correct. So the idea is it's a thematic list, so it's not going to perform very well. But Denethor and Boromir have gone to Rohan because Theoden hasn't been responding to their ravens. So they've gone to go suss out what's the matter, and Turns out that Theoden is possessed by an old white man. And then they go with Theodred and they go and cut down Saruman, and they come back, and then Theoden's like, yay, and then they go and, put the kids into childcare for the day, and the adults go drinking. So
They go grossly eat cherries and stuff.
that's it, yeah.
Berries.
I don't know why I
cherry
forget
tomatoes.
what he eats.
So I've got enough bodyguard, I think, in there to tie up anything spooky. I do have the +1 courage for Gondor, so that's their army bonus.
Where's the bodyguard?
So the bodyguard is on the Fountain Court, it's on the Citadel Guard, and it's
I
on the
didn't know that.
Rohan Royal Guard. So
Oh my god, that'll do it.
obviously the Gondor bodyguard will only work for Denethor, and then the Rohan bodyguard will only work for Theoden. Boromir is in there with his banner and horse, so he'll be running around doing what he needs to do. Otherwise, yeah, I didn't take Faramir, mostly because I don't have him on horse, and I don't really want to play with him because he sucks. This is where they bring their favourite child, not their, they're disappointing. So I've got 39 models in total, 7 bows, and a couple horsey boys. That's about it.
And you've got. Does Denethor have 3 might?
Denethor has no might, no fate.
Oh.
So Denethor's going to have to hide.
Can't believe you missed that, Bog.
Huh?
What does Denethor have, Denethor?
Denethor has no might, no fate.
Oh yeah, he do got that.
He did.
But somehow you've still got 12 might in this list. So
Okay, so
doesn't
it is a typo.
really matter.
Theodred does have spears on his boys, so I am actually pointed properly. It's just they don't.
Mine
have the spears
was
in the list.
also a typo. Shagrat has the Shield of Kirithon. Oh.
With or without the trackers.
Without the trackers. No, I'm really upset about that. Oh no! I'm just gonna. Oh no! I'm gonna have to use the troll to kill heroes
so
instead of Shagrat.
GW did a typo. I'm allowed to bring the Windlands.
Cool. It's actually 0 points.
Yeah, because you need more rules in that army mob.
In fact, they actually pay you to use one.
Yeah, you get another 50 points.
So, thoughts on the lists that we have seen so far, boys?
What was I thinking about? I wanted to see. There was a few fun matchups. There's some hordes for the trees and the Mimek to charge through.
Like this one?
There was something else interesting, but I don't remember. Yep, like that one.
Six legendary legions. Six out of all the lists, which we've done. 15? 6 of them are legendary legions. So I think that's a pretty good ratio.
That is very nice.
Lots of green alliances, lots of variety in troops. Not a huge amount of mega heroes, which is also interesting to see, considering it's 800 points. You're not seeing. In fact, I guess there's a Boromir of the White Tower.
This is your Boromir.
I'm the power gamer here, and there's a Mimek.
True.
A couple Emery Hills.
There's not a lot of models over 200 points.
Were there any heroes?
Boromir and the Mimek.
And Aragorn. There's
Necromancer.
Aragorn as well, but that's not counted.
I might have had the second biggest hero. My Witch King was pretty beefy.
That's a regular Aragorn, so he's 160. Necromancers are, I think, 200 and something.
My Witch King's 175.
I mean,
yeah, a lot of cheap heroes, which is good to see.
I feel like there's people with like a lot of warriors, like a high model armies, and then when they're not high model armies, they're really low. So you have something like
6 birds.
You have like Dunland, and then you have
me.
Fangorn or Mordor.
Oh yeah, even worse. Yeah. There was the all mounted Riders of Theoden that had a decent chunk of troops. Yeah. That was very balanced. I like to see that.
Yeah, Matt had a nice spread of guys in his list.
Sneaky people that want the lists to be a surprise.
That's my opinion. Bog, any last opinions?
My opinion is, if these people are submitting their list late, then why can't I take those trackers out? I might leave it for the joke. I'm saying it now, just so it's done. I'm going to leave it because it's funny, and I tell the story. I think that's funny, and we'll see. I'll keep note of what didn't happen because of Shagrat lacking the shield. I'll note all the heroes that didn't die instantly. But no, I'm excited. I think there's some interesting stuff that I haven't faced much before. Mimek, Necromancer, Emery Hill, whole Ent army, whole Eagle army. there's a lot of unique stuff that I'm very excited to mix it up and get some experience that I've never had before. Kill the child.
Kill the child, yeah. Whoever kills Health gets something from the web
It's something from me.
Whoever kills Helith gets Helith.
Gets Health.
Alright, so we have what I was saying, that it's nice that no one's playing them, even though it'll be really cool if they've got the Defenders of Erebor. We have the host of the Dragon Emperor from Geordi, which is even worse. So we have the Dragon Emperor of Rune with one Black Dragon Cataphract with drum, 15 Dragon Cult Acolytes, 2 Dragon Cult Acolytes with axes. Then he's bringing Rutabi with 7 Dragon Cult Acolytes, Brogear by himself, an Eastling Captain by himself, and a Dragon Knight with unarmored horse bonus. So yeah, 800 points, 30 models, 24 throwing weapons, 12 might, 12-inch banner. Yeah, what else do you want?
+1 fight.
More than 12 might, because he's got Master of Battle.
Yeah, he
And,
does have. No, he
does
does have
he have
Master
Blood
of Battle,
Glory?
doesn't he? 12, and
Only
then
on
he's got
the Dragon
Rutabi.
Knight.
I'm actually a big fan of this list, with the exception of, well, we'll see how the Emperor goes. But I like the concept because it's essentially the same concept as my list: low models, big scary heroes, with some might shenanigans. Except he's gone even harder. He's got models with no troops at all, because we've got no Maelstrom.
Yeah, so I appreciate the fact that Geordi is bringing the acolyte, so he's got a lot of throwing weapons. And I've seen some of his acolytes, and they look sick. They look so good. Rutabi, she's reliable. She's great. Brogear, I've faced him a couple times. He's pretty good. Eastland Captain and the Dragon Knight, they're pretty good. I don't know if they get the +1. They might get the +1 fight value from the Dragon Emperor, or is it just warriors? Nope, it's models. Oh no, that's the Standfast. Where's his banner? Oh, he also has magic resistance, so that's cool. Okay, it's only warrior models get +1 fight value, but they have to draw line of sight to... How do you pronounce this word? See, I pronounce it Palanquin, but...
Is it Peliquin?
Palanquin.
Palanquin is the correct pronunciation. Palanquin. So...
Palanquin.
Just watch out, Geordi might dismount it and just pop out 6 extra guys, so don't worry about that.
They never expect us.
Yeah, it's an extra 6 models. It's nuts. He's got the captain there. He's got some mounted so that he can provide... I'm assuming the Dragon Emperor can get the knockdown bonus from a cavalry charge. He doesn't obviously provide the charge himself, but if for example, a Dragon Knight provides the knockdown and a free heroic combat for him, he's going to be dealing out, 18 strikes on a prone model. I think you're going to die.
Yeah.
Just a guess. Plus the Dragon Knight, so he's adding an extra 3.
And then he gets the might back.
Yeah, there was only a certain amount of time before we saw this come up.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
we were all having fun until now. To be honest.
Thanks,
I'm
Jordan.
very excited to see it, even though I'm gonna get my ass beaten if I go up against it. I sort of want to for that theme.
Would you grudge him for the sake of theme?
I cut out, so I've got no idea. Joke landed or didn't.
I really attempted to, but no. I don't know how I feel about grudging Geordi.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of might. In fact, he's probably up there. The asterisk would be for Blood and Glory, I think.
It's Blood and Glory and Master of Battle.
Yeah, 30 models. That's a lot. There are a lot of high model armies with some heavy hitting power.
I planned to have a lot of hitting power, but I've made some mistakes along the way. But no, if I get you saw the other day, if I get a good turn, I can remove a ton of models in one turn. But if you get a good turn, then I break. So.
And obviously, the Dragon Emperor Legendary Legion also provides him his regular army bonus, which is if the game ends before you want to run a 2, you get to re-roll it. Oh, he doesn't have to pay for the Dragon Knight upgrade to go to Black Dragons.
That's right.
If it's under the Dragon Emperor or Dragon Knights. So, and they get to re-roll a d6 in a dual roll.
So you're telling me that this is an 815 point army?
Plus the 6 guys on the Palanquin.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, not cool. Disgusting.
I'm thinking now, do those 30 models is that 30 models before the dismount? Because
Well, let's
one's
do-
16, 2 is 18,
Yeah, it would be.
3, 10.
It's only counted at the end. So technically, it's worse for
Yeah.
Geordi at some if he gets broken because he'll add the
'cause you got 5
numbers and
heroes.
then they'll gives him another.
Oh, no, he is
36 models.
outnumbering me.
36 models total.
I think I've got the. Oh yeah, I mean yeah, okay.
He
In
gets
the
an
middle.
extra 6, doesn't he?
Assuming none of them have taken wounds, but once he starts, I think below half, the Palanquin starts to move half. And I think if there's like one guy, it just straight up dismounts. So it is possible to kill them because it's only D6, and it's obviously a 5+ in the way to hit the Dragon Emperor because the in the way for the Palanquin. Yeah. 170 points. It is what it is. Rutabi's pretty decent. Borg is decent. Eastland Captain is an Eastland
Decent.
Captain, and Dragon Knight is also good. So, you know, it's a solid list. Wouldn't expect anything less from Geordi. And he's got 2 axes on Dragon Knight Acolytes, so they can piercing strike if he so wishes. Now that we've done all the lists, final thoughts.
Yeah. Hasn't really changed. It's just I'm a little bit more scared.
A little bit.
It's just that comment you made about there being few new legendary legions is.
Yeah.
You're gonna retake that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, more my comment is enhanced. It's I'm seeing more things that I haven't seen and way more experiences to potential experiences.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I've ever played Eastlings, to be honest, which I know is kind of weird. I'm not saying that's common, but I've definitely never played the Palanquin, and I a lot of people haven't.
You know, it's a 1 in 16 chance that you fight this list.
Unless you're winning.
Unless you're
And then
winning.
You might.
But who knows? This list could be absolute garbage. We don't know. We're gonna find out on the weekend.
How easy? 15 troops. If you just what's the defense of a Dragon Acolyte?
4?
Oh, if you kill 15 Dragon Acolytes, it's
Yeah, they're D4, but they're fight 4, and they got 2 attacks. And they don't get knocked prone on a 4+. Cav is also kind of weird against them.
oh.
You know, a shooting army is going to take Geordi's army apart, but, you know, you have to actually do that. He's got a march in there, he's got magic, he's got magic resistance, and then obviously he's trying to shoot his leader, which is weird because I think the Dragon Emperor is going to score the most amount of points on Richard's special scenario because it will have a grand total of 9 wounds.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of points. They are the lists for All Systems Go on the Saturday that is coming up, held by Throw the Dice. So Richard has like 5 systems on over the weekend. 3 on the Saturday and 2 on the Sunday. And Lord of the Rings has the second most amount of players for the whole weekend, which is fantastic. It's great. It's good to see a lot of Melburnians coming down to play in Geelong. So hopefully we can keep it up.
And we just got a big kind of future-proofed announcement from Games Workshop. So it seems like there's actually a lot of love and a lot of potential for Lord of the Rings right now.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Especially with their insistence to bring in new players, which is fantastic. Kind of sucks for some of the new players in our community because they just bought all these separate things that cost them a fortune, and now they come out with these battle boxes, and it's like, well, surprise. Otherwise, yeah, should be a good day. I'm not bringing Sauron anymore, so that's it.